Aryan, can you please check if the internet is working or not, please?
Okay, Mommy. Mommy, the watchdog is blue.
The internet has changed the way we live our lives. From communication, education, banking, entertainment, and shopping, the internet has had a profound impact on our world. Gone are the days when the pen was the most important tool in this world. Time have changed and now the internet rules the world. It is very difficult to imagine our world without the internet. In the year 2021, I created an internet hardware watchdog using NodeMCU, which reboots my home router whenever there is an issue with the internet. This device sits next to my router and happily takes care of it whenever it has a hiccup. This year, I wanted to extend the watchdog's horizon by adding an internet status notifier that displays the current status of the internet using an RGB LED. When the internet is up and running, the notifier displays a blue light, and when the internet is down, it goes red. This video is sponsored by PCBWay. PCBWay specializes in manufacturing of very high quality, low volume colored PCBs at a very budgetary price. In addition to standard PCBs, you can also order advanced PCBs, aluminum PCBs, rigid flex PCBs. They also provide PCB assembly and other related services which can meet your need to the greatest extent. For this project we need one RGB LED, one 220 ohm resistor, one VMOS D1 mini or NodeMCU, one 220 volt to 5 volt step down converter, a 2 meter long power cord, a 220 volt male wall plug, and a 3D printer. The circuit is very simple. Connect the 5 volt pin and the ground pin of the D1 mini to the step down converter. Then connect the common anode of the RGB LED via a 220 ohm resistor to the 3.3 volt pin of the D1 mini. Then connect the blue LED to D6, red to D7 and green to D8 pin of the board. That's it. As simple as that. When the device is turned on, it starts pinging google.com. If it receives a successful ping, the blue LED turns on and starts fading in and out. If the ping drops, the blue LED turns off and the red LED turns on and starts fading in and out until a successful ping is received. After running this code on a breadboard for few days, I figured out that the D1 mini board sometimes freezes and completely becomes unresponsive. To avoid this situation, I added a logic to reboot the board every hour. While browsing the internet, I stumbled upon Destiny Ghosts. The Ghost is an AI companion in the game Destiny. It is a floating intelligence that was created by the traveler during his dying days to assist the guardians to protect the universe. I immediately fell in love with the concept and the design of the Ghost. I spent a few days creating my own 3D model of the Ghost. You can download the STL files from curls3d.com. Ghosts are floating machine entities slightly larger than a human hand. They consist of a spherical core with a single glowing eye surrounded by a shell. The default ghost shell consists of 8 roughly tetrahedral white segments with orange highlights. But there are huge diversities of shell available that ghosts can adopt for cosmetic purposes. In the game, ghosts are used for navigation, accessing computer systems, lighting dark areas, summoning your sparrows, and much more. 3D printing is a highly addictive hobby. There are so many things you can do using a 3D printer. From designing 3D models to printing them using the 3D printer has now become my new hobby. I have been a maker since I was 10 years old and have always constructed and made my own stuff. 3D printing is a blessing for me. I'm totally lost in the 3D printing's heaven. 3D printer has changed my electronics workshop life forever. Before, when I used to order parts, I always used to think whether this part is going to fit into my project or not. But after I got my 3D printer, it does not matter at all. Because if it doesn't fit, I could design and print it myself. The 3D printer was definitely the missing piece from my electronics workshop. Using acrylic colors, I painted the body of the ghost. After that, I superglued the orange highlights to the tetrahedral white segments. Next, I superglued the front eye and the backlit to the body of the ghost. After that, I superglued the stand to the back bit of the ghost. This stand will provide extra support to the unit to keep it straight when you place it on your desk. Since the circuit is very simple, I did not design a PCB for this. I just went ahead and soldered the D1 Mini and all other components to a general purpose perf board. At the top bit, I soldered the D1 Mini and the RGB LED. And at the bottom bit, I soldered the 220 volt to 5 volt step down converter and the 220 ohm resistor. Next, after soldering the 2 meter long power cord, I hot glued the perf board to the back bit of the unit. The code starts by including all the necessary libraries. Then it defines all the variables needed for setting up the Wi-Fi connection. Next, it defines the LED pins, followed by the list of all the global variables used in the code. In the setup section, I first defined all the pin modes, followed by setting up the Wi-Fi connection. I assigned a static IP address to this D1 Mini board. If you want to use DHCP, then go ahead and delete these 3 lines from your code. Next, in the loop section, I am pinging 8888 or google.com. When I receive a successful ping, I am fading in and out the blue LED. If the ping fails, the red LED fades in and out. Both brightness controller and ping test functions are defined below. Then, to avoid the D1 Mini from freezing and becoming unresponsive, I am using the esp.reset function to reset the device every hour. Before adding the electronic bits to the 3D printed bits, I did a quick test on a breadboard to make sure everything works as expected. As you can see, when I turn on the circuit, the green LED starts flashing. As soon as a connection is established with the router, the device starts pinging 8888. Initially, few of the pings fail and the red LED lights up. As soon as a successful ping is received, the blue LED starts fading in and out. Bingo! Job done! So this is how my final setup looks like. Powering on this unit makes the green LED flash until it establishes a connection with the router. After that, the blue LED starts fading in and out, advising us that the unit has received a successful ping from google.com. You can install this unit anywhere in your house and use it as an internet status notifier. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope it helps you. If you want to support me, you can subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. Thanks. See you again in my next video. Bye now.